So, welcome back to my YouTube channel, Queen of Storytelling. Hey, good. All right, so today I'm going to be talking about how to detect a frenemy, a friend plus enemy. You think you have a friend, but this person is giving you a 50% friendship, and on the other hand, is giving you a toxic trait of an enemy. See, no matter how beautifying the friendship aspect might look, forget it. So far, the person is carrying a trait of toxic elements in him. It would always poison that friendship aspect, no matter what. See, the enemy part of that person will always intoxicate and overwhelm the friendship part of the person. You cannot escape it. It's not even you cannot escape it. It's the truth. There's nothing you can do about it. A frenemy. Hmm. Let me share my experience. There was this lady that got me a job sometimes last year, and at first when she got the job for me, I was overjoyed because it was my first job as a foreign remote worker. But what happened? She was always making me feel like she did. She was always making me feel like she did me a great favor. I understand that you do me a great favor, sister. And I am a kind of person that by God's grace, I appreciate people a lot, especially people who have done something in my life. You think I will not even go beyond and above? I did. I did. Like, I got her some gifts. And I wasn't the only one she did that for. She did it for about two other persons who came on board because of her influence. And I'm not sure those one gave her something, though, because she did not say. Though she was always talking about mine, that I did give her this and all. Now, I wasn't concerned about the fact that those one did not give her, but there is this subtle aspect of her that was always wanting to just look down on people. I didn't see it on time. I didn't see it on time. When somebody always make you feel less of yourself. When I wrote my when we became close, like after the first meeting with her as a random stranger, I gifted her my book. I was even the first person to gift her. I gifted her my book even before I knew that she was going to get me a remote job. I gifted her a copy of my book out of, you know, I was just being my person. And when I did, do you know this lady told me that, oh, you are a writer. What has writing? How much has writing paid you? Better leave your writing and focus on getting more remote job like the one I got you. She told me this, like, literally. I felt like, isn't a friend supposed to boost your morale and make you feel love while you do the same, because it has to be mutual? But I wasn't getting the vibe from this lady, and I was blind. I was blind because I love to see the good in people. I love to overlook something. I take nonsense. So I would agree. I take nonsense a lot. It will take me time for me to say I'm fed up with this, and I want to just opt out. I took a lot of shit from that lady. Sorry, I'm using that word. I took a lot of stuff from that lady, and what broke the camel's back was when she would not allow you talk. I hope from my story you can pick the traits and the signs of who a frenemy is. That's why I'm sharing my story. She wouldn't allow me talk. Like, she always feel that her opinion, how can you be friends with somebody and your opinion about something does not always matter? Like, aren't you sensitive enough to see that each time you talk or you um um bring your own points or your own perspective or your own views to a topic, the person will water it down and make you feel you have not said anything? That's a trait, that's a sign. Friendship is supposed to be somebody that you can be bare to. You can be very bare. Like, you can expose yourself like you are naked. Like, you can open up your heart to, and you share your mind, your prospects, your thoughts, and everything too. You shouldn't be someone that you're trying to keep or reserve things from because you are not sure how the person will react. No. Because the Bible even says that there is a friendship that sticketh closer than a brother. That means beyond the relationship that family ties brings, we have a form of friendship. We have a level of friendship that is bigger, is is real, is more real than the one of a brother or a sister. So I was feeling all of this, and I felt okay, being quiet would help me. It did not help me. Rather, it was always making me feel so minute or so puny before her. I was always feeling like I was not amounting to anything whenever she's with me. Imagine that feeling. That was still a sign. And another sign is that she's always trying to show off, show off, show off, show off every of her achievements in my face. You know, she just got this, she will tell you. She just got this, she will tell you. She just got this, she will tell you. And when you want to tell her about those things you also got, it's not as if you are competing. She'll be like, oh, I already had that. I got that so here. I did that so here. That person, she wasn't helping me. She wasn't helping me at all. So all of these traits, that I've mentioned in my story is enough for you to know that this person is not a friend, but an enemy that is being disguised as a friend. So out there, be very careful. Always keep your heart guarded. Always train your mind to be very civil, cautious with people, and always make sure that you are not giving out too much. Don't give out too much. Don't speak too much. Make sure that whatsoever attitude you are going to be giving out as a good person that I believe you are, watch out if the person is doing the same to you. It should be horror for horror. Yes. Because that's how we know something that is having a mutual connectivity. It should be horror for horror. If you are giving me a bad vibe, you don't expect I'll keep giving you a good vibe, even if I'm a good person. A time will come and I will not be able to thrive in that relationship because I am not in an environment that will make me thrive. I can only do the best I can, while the best thing for me to do is to detach. And that was what I did at the end. I detach. See, when you detach from such persons, you don't hate the person. It's not as if, oh, you cut off from the person for life. If you see the person, you agree tomorrow, but you have learned to, you know, so you have learned to just be yourself. You have learned your lesson. You have learned that you can actually be a friend, in quotes, to a person from afar. Because your mental health matters. Like my own mental health matters a lot. And I will not take trash anymore. I wouldn't allow someone else who is even of my own gender, who is even of my own age mates, trample upon me when God will not do that to me. You know what God calls you? A choosing generation, a royal priesthood. So if God of heaven and earth can call you such a name, who is man that will now make you feel less of yourself? So please learn from my story that when you have a friend, they can be a friend in that, they can be a stranger in that person that is an enemy against you. So be careful out there. The streets is not smiling.